Welcome back to Slay the Sector, the dirt of the Belgian Waffle Ride. I am Brian McCulloch with Big Wheel Coaching. In 2018, I won this fine bike race, and I'm just a massive fan of it. And I want to, with my friends from Pure Gravel, we want to bring these sectors to life so that you can see them and slay the sector on race day. I want you to be successful. We're here at the start, a brand new sector, Sector 2, Stuur Uw Kat. How's my Flemish? Check my Flemish, friends. Stuur Uw Kat, send your cat. I'm going to reference my trusty race Bible. It's 3.2 kilometers, and it says, Stuur Uw Kat begins with a tight gravel climb, but descends on a very rocky single track. That's where we're standing right now. That is sure to make some wish they hadn't signed up for this insanity. In fact, Stuur Uw Kat is a Flemish phrase which means send your cat, essentially, don't show up. Well, I need you to show up. I need you to clock in, check in, bring your A game, because this downhill is gnarly. We've got 3 sections up in this video that we're going to analyze and give you the entire run through so it feels like you've ridden the whole thing before you even show up on race day. So welcome to Slay the Sector, Sector 2. So here we go, on over Stuur Uw Kat. We just finished Lemon Twistenberg, and you're still uphill. That nasty uphill just doesn't end. It just keeps going. You can see we have Del Dios Highway on the left side, and we're going to get a couple of undulations here where you pick up some speed and use your gears. But what you can't really tell from the camera is this gray gravel, this little pea gravel here, is just zapping your power. So it looks like we're going pretty good, but then you can see we hit a little rise here and just like poof, all momentum gone. That's going to be a theme throughout your day. Everyone, whether you're doing wafer or waffle, keep in mind that the name of the game is rebuilding momentum, because this treacherous course will take it away from you. So here we go, getting a little momentum back on our side, about to lose it here again, up a little bluff as we come up, slight bend to the left, and I know as I look out to the right here, we're going to start seeing where Stuur Uw Kat gets really challenging. So we're going to dive right. But before we get there, I think we have one little asphalt culvert here, up right there. So we're gonna make a right turn, boom, that's your landmark, that asphalt culvert, right turn into Stuur Uw Kat. We're gonna start seeing our landmarks here of the old car wreck and the power pole on the right. There's the power pole, you can see it. Bada bing, bada boom, you're in one of the most treacherous sections of this brutal race. Here we go. All right, let's get right into it. We are at the top of the very narrow, rocky trail of Stuur Uw Kat. First visual distraction when you come down this tunnel of rocks is this rusted out car. You can't stare at that or this big power pole next to me. You need to be focused on these baby head rocks. I can't even tell you how many tires these are gonna slice, wheels these are gonna swallow. This is gonna be madness. And we're just finished with one sector, the Lemon Twistenberg. This is at the very top of Sector 2, Stuur Uw Kat. This is gonna be super gnarly, okay? Big rocks, skatey stuff. You're gonna have to pick your line so you can slay the sector. Let's move on to Section 2. So as we pick up speed and we start coming down this, really look at all the shadow here. It makes it so easy to hide some of those big rocks. All right, here we are a little further down the trail, and what do we find? More big rocks. I'm telling you, there's an A line and a B line. Neither are great choices. Both of them are fast with crazy sharp rocks and not a lot of space to brake. There's no bailout points here. If you're going too fast, something's gonna fail. So I think when we think about this section, remember, the goal is to slay the sector here, not break the equipment. Get down this thing as safe as you can. If you see a sign for slow the funk down, heed it, or just send your cat, Stuur Uw Kat. As you come down this, I want you to take a look. It's head up, eyes forward, left side of the road, looks pretty good. Right side, you might have to pass somebody who's going pokey slow. Maybe someone burped a tire in front of you. It's entirely possible there's gonna be a lot of passing going on here. So you need to know the A line and the B line and be able to get through them and down the bottom of this chute, because it's gonna be fast. Let's catch up to that third section. There's still more rocks ahead of us, even after the heavy portion of rock garden at the very, very top. You see we still have some really big sharp rocks that are just kind of eking out behind the bushes. Whew. Now we're back onto the double track, the service road here. This is where if you've not
maybe you've gotten separated from a group, or you see a group just up ahead, you're going to want to start going fast, laying down the power, and you can actually get yourself into trouble here. So I want you to pay attention. Again, we've got those shadows, but look at how we go back and forth on the trail, trying to find good traction as we're going at speed. So even though maybe the inside line might be the faster roadie line, you see there's a lot of pea gravel there. So we're not always on the shortest distance, which to be the fastest line, which would mean more of a road line, but you see now we're coming to this really critical right turn here, and you see the bikes are dancing all over the place here.
Listen up, we are at section 3 of sector 2, Stuur Uw Kat. I do love the Belgian Waffle Ride, so I'm going to keep working on my Flemish. But what I need you to keep working on is being smart in this section. You might ask yourself, Brian, hey coach, why are you bringing me to this section? It looks like it's real simple. There's a nice fast line here, but I want you to know you might have gotten dropped or distant or otherwise be chasing a group through Lemon Twistenberg or the first sections of Stuur Uw Kat. You're gonna be going fast through here, okay? And there's the desire to get back on a group, especially because you can see everybody. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna go too fast into these corners. So I really want you to listen up and pay attention. I'm asking you to set up for the corner, because here's what happens. Look at these ruts. People are gonna come in too hot, they're gonna miss this nice section, and they're gonna blow out in there, and it's gonna be messy. There will be people that crash here, there will be bloody knees. Probably won't lose any tires here, but there's gonna be some hurt pride. Don't let it be yours. So we're finishing up here and closing out at section 3 of sector 2, Stuur Uw Kat. Join us for the next one.
On with Stuur Uw Kat, and again, it seems like this might be an uneventful or otherwise just mellow section, but I promise you, this takes your full focus. It's very important. As the speed comes up on our bikes today, we are going to have to narrow our focus. An old friend of mine used to tell me, his sports psychologist used to say, narrow down, and I always liked that. So we really need you to narrow your focus here, because there is really only one good line on occasion, sometimes two, but most part on this, you're going to be really fighting that front end on the bike, trying to make sure you don't lose the front end or the rear end for that matter. So keep on pushing the pedals, head up, eyes forward. If you can, grab a little bit of water, grab something from your bottles. Hopefully it's got electrolytes in it. Maybe it has a little bit more than that. That'd be great. But grab this great place to drink here on this asphalt roadway, and then we're right back onto the dirt. So gotta take advantage of those sections of the sector, really. Still ripping through here. We're doing about 20, a little bit more than 20 miles an hour. I bet we're closer to 25 if I had to take a guess. But you can see as we're going from the left wheel track to the right wheel track, the bikes are dancing around. That's because that gravel is very deep in the center. It sucks up all of your energy, right? Slows you down. Let's see, now we're gonna have to drift across the line there, try and miss the big rocks in the center. Gotta be very deliberate with your line choice. And the faster you go, the further ahead you have to look, just like when you're ripping down the freeway on your way to the Belgian Waffle Ride. So again, we're gonna cross lines here. You can see the rear end's fishtailing just a little bit. I'm always trying to take my outside knee and drive it into the frame. It's gonna help me get through those corners a little bit better. Make sure I have contact with the bike. I always wanna make sure I'm in control and I'm the one riding the bike's not riding me. So keep that in mind. Hopefully a little tip like that can help you in some of these skaty sections, because we are going pretty fast on narrow tires. Believe it or not, right here, aerodynamics do play a difference. So if you're riding through here, this can be a very windy little sector, especially on the way back. This can be very windy. It's very important for you to think about that. So keep that in mind as you're riding through here. You might be worth being in the drops or just otherwise staying low. By the way, no guarantee that this gate here, this yellow gate we're going through, I don't recall a time when it's been open on race day in each of the 3 editions that I've raced, but it very well could be open on race day. You never know, but don't plan on it. Always think that prepare for the worst, hope for the best is what I like to say. And so be mindful of that gate could be closed, or all of these gates might be closed. So you're gonna have to squeeze through there on the left side. So if you're in a group of 5, make sure you're one of the first guys going through there. You don't have to brake too hard. Got a couple of more, just slight bends through here. And again, it's just same stuff. Trying to cross from left side to the right side of the road, from right side to the left side of the road. Make sure the front end always has good traction, and we're still maintaining speed without getting too crazy. Well, remember at Lemon Twistenberg, the outsides were the safest. Here, the outsides are actually where some of the biggest rocks are. So we're trying to find that right little balance. Here we go. We're going to move right into sector number 3, Cockaboulet. Here we go.